Are you ready to have your mind completely blown? Stick with me until the very end, because each fact I'm about to share will fundamentally change how you see the world. I promise, you won't look at reality the same way ever again. Let's start with something you think you know very well, yourself. Did you know that you are mostly empty space? It sounds crazy, but it's true. Every single atom in your body, from your hair down to your toes, is 99.999% empty space. If we could somehow squeeze out all that nothingness, the entire human race, all 8 billion of you, could fit inside a single sugar cube. You feel solid, you feel substantial, but at a fundamental level, you're more like a ghost than a rock. Think about that the next time you bump into a table. Now, let's talk about time. We all think time is constant, right? A minute for me is a minute for you. Well, not exactly. Einstein's theory of relativity proved that time is flexible. It actually moves slower near massive objects because of their gravitational pull. This isn't just some abstract theory. It has real-world consequences. The GPS satellites orbiting our planet have to constantly correct their clocks. If they didn't, the time difference would cause your phone's location to drift by several kilometers every single day. So, time isn't universal. It's personal, and it's constantly being warped by the universe around you. What if I told you that you never actually see the present moment? Your brain is a powerful prediction machine. It's constantly trying to guess what will happen next to keep you safe and help you react quickly. To do this, it actually shows you what it predicts will happen a few milliseconds in the future, not what's happening right now. So, the reality you perceive is always slightly delayed and heavily edited by your own mind. You're not just a passive observer. You're actively constructing your own version of reality, moment by moment. And it gets even weirder when it comes to decisions. You probably feel like you're in charge of your choices, right? You decide to pick up that cup of coffee. You decide what to watch next. But brain scans have shown something astonishing. By the time you consciously decide to do something, your brain has already made that decision seconds earlier. The conscious thought, that feeling of "I've decided," is often just your mind's way of explaining a decision that was already made for you by your unconscious. You're more of a narrator for your actions than the author. Here's another one that will mess with your head. You have never ever touched anything in your entire life. Not your phone, not the chair you're sitting on, not even another person. When you think you're touching something, what you're actually feeling is the electromagnetic force of the atoms in your hand repelling the atoms of the object. The electrons in your atoms push against the electrons in the other object's atoms, creating a sensation of resistance. You feel the force, but you never make true physical contact. You've been living your whole life in your own personal force field. Let's move from touch to sound. Have you ever craved absolute silence? A place with no noise at all? Well, that place doesn't exist, and you wouldn't want it to. Scientists have built anechoic chambers, the quietest places on Earth, and people who go inside them start to hear things, not ghosts, but their own bodies. They hear the whoosh of blood flowing through their veins, the thumping of their own heart, and even the faint crackle of their nervous system. Pure, absolute silence would be overwhelming, not peaceful. We are built for a world of sound, even if that sound is just ourselves. Now, for a fact that might make you question your own past. Your memories are not like video recordings stored in your brain. They're not stable or accurate. Every single time you recall a memory, your brain actively reconstructs it. It fills in gaps, adds new details from your current mood or beliefs, and subtly changes the narrative. This is why two people can remember the same event completely differently. Your memories are not a perfect record of the past. They are living, evolving stories that change every time you tell them. Over time, your most cherished memories might drift further and further from what actually happened. Here's something a little more luminous. You glow in the dark. That's right. Your body emits a tiny amount of light, far too faint for the human eye to see. It's a natural process called bioluminescence, caused by the biochemical reactions happening in your cells. This glow is about 1,000 times weaker than what our eyes can detect, but sensitive cameras can capture it. So while you may not be a walking lighthouse, you are a source of light in the universe, literally. Let's zoom out and look at the world around you. The reality you perceive with your senses is just a tiny, tiny fraction of what's actually there. The light we see is part of the electromagnetic spectrum, but we can only see less than 0.01% of it. All around you, right now, are radio waves carrying broadcasts, microwaves from your Wi-Fi, infrared radiation, ultraviolet light from the sun, and even X-rays and gamma rays from space. You are living inside a vast, invisible ocean of information, and your eyes are only tuned to a single minuscule channel. The world is so much richer and more complex than we can ever see. Finally, let's go to the deepest level of reality. The universe doesn't care about our common sense. At the quantum level, the rules that govern our everyday world completely break down. Particles can exist in multiple places at once. They can be connected over vast distances in a way that seems to defy the speed of light. The very act of observing a particle changes its state. At its core, reality is probabilistic, strange, and behaves in ways that are totally contrary to human intuition. Common sense works for our daily lives, but it's a terrible guide to understanding the true nature of the cosmos. So, if reality feels a whole lot stranger now, If your world feels a little less solid and a little more mysterious, that's a good thing. It means you're paying attention. Stay curious, and if you want to keep challenging everything you think you know, make sure to follow this channel for more facts that will shatter your perception of reality. Thanks for watching.